Hi, Wes here. I have been on a journey to make a large Puki of a very specific kind of profile. And I've looked around through my shop. I've got 19 different Pukis. None of them are what I am looking for. And I have tried using this bowl as a Puki, and it sort of works, but it is a smooth glazed surface. You definitely want a porous surface. It has not worked very well. It's not the right profile, and it's not as big as I would like it to be. So I have tried one way of doing it, which I will talk to you about here in a minute, and that did not work. And so now I'm on to plan B, to make a Puki out of plaster of Paris. If that interests you, please come along. Well, what I want is a Puki that is at least 12 inches, maybe 15 inches in diameter, and I want a rounded bottom. And so I found this bowl. It is a 13-inch diameter, but the bottom is kind of flattish, and most bowls are. So that is the wrong profile for what I wanted. So what I decided to do is to flip it over to make a hump mold. Now, the pot had a ridge on it, kind of a foot, like most pots do. And so what I did is I took some regular clay, mixed it up, and created the profile I was looking for. It's not perfect, but I think it's okay for what I'm trying to do. Then the idea was to put clay over the top of that, which I did, and that clay would become the Puki. The problem is that clay is expansive, so it shrinks. So it started to shrink, and I knew I needed to pull it off before it shrank so much that it cracked. Well, it still cracked, and the clay was still too soft. It just didn't have enough strength to it, and it just pulled apart. And, you know, it takes a whole lot of strength to make a Puki this big. If it was, 7 or 8 inch Puki, that'd be a whole different story. So plan A did not work. Well, plan B is to use plaster of Paris, kind of like making a cast on a broken arm or a leg. And that's the plan, is to lay it over the top of this and to make a cast. Two of the good things about plaster of Paris, one is that it doesn't shrink. So I shouldn't have that problem. And it is strong, and it's also porous, so that is really ideal for a Puki. Downside is it's clearly not authentic. Native Americans did not have plaster of Paris, that I know of, at least 700-800 years ago. But we all have to cut corners in this prehistoric pottery business anyway. I'm willing to do that if I'm able to get the Puki that I am looking for. So today the plan is to get plaster of Paris and make a mold over the top of this and see if we can make that work. All right, one project done. This went pretty smoothly, pretty easy. I think it's doable for just about anybody. And I have not used it yet, but I think it's going to work out fine. There's some little bumps and bruises there. I think I'll do some sanding with that. And if you do sanding, you should wear a dust mask. And not only can I use this as a Puki, but I think I can use this to help dry out wet clay as well. So thanks for joining me today. Appreciate the comments, the subscriptions, the thumbs up. That all helps. And until next time, this is Wes with Airstream Wanderings, wishing you health, happiness, peace, and love. Take care. Bye-bye.